Hi guys. I bet she makes friends easy.
Yeah.
It really does. This whole thing is so painfully 80s. It has an epic quality.
I'm jealous of your cigarette.
That's impressive.
Why are they throwing the furniture?
It's not rational.
I have never been able to work a pole this good.
That dude is my spirit animal. Nice.
Happy ending. Hi guys, this is Play It Again. I'm Ginger.
And I'm Mike. And we're going to throw back to 1990, an artist we get a lot of requests for. Well, more in his band than solo, but it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Morrissey was the lead singer of the Smiths, who were short-lived and burned brightly in a dour kind of way.
And then Morrissey just lived on forever. And
yes.
I mean, it's not like it's a hardship to get requests for Morrissey. When I met Mike, he had the biggest collection of Smiths and Morrissey music I've ever seen, right? Like, he's a big thing in our house. We all love him. The kids, most of our kids.
Yeah. My
love
mom.
Him. Yeah.
I turned her back in my teenage years.
Yeah.
So
He's
it's
made
hard.
so much.
Yeah, but it's hard to find videos.
Yeah, they're not always great. We picked one that is at least
Has
it's
a video.
pretty good. But honest to God, video or not, like, Morrissey's one of those artists I could put a CD on and just play it beginning to end, and with no pauses and no skips, and it's fabulous, right? Like, it's just that good.
Yeah, and if you like kind of dark, sardonic humor, you got to love Morrissey's lyrics. So let's go.
Yeah, I've got a really good story about that for after the video too.
Stay tuned. This is Last of the Famous International Playboys.
That hair.
Oh, yeah.
Dear hero imprisoned with all the new crimes that you are perfecting.
Truth.
I can't help quoting you, 'cause everything that you said rings true.
The green of this room.
Love that little tom hit.
And now in my cell, well, I followed you. And here's a list of who I slew.
You
I have
slay
a
me,
list of-
Morrissey.
What?
You slay me, Morrissey. He dances
Oh.
like me.
Look at those mom jeans. He needs the lip bite. Look at that shirt. Is there fur on the collar?
Why not?
Like, what is he wearing? I think there is. Maybe it's a sweater.
Maybe it's chest hair. We've all seen those guys.
I'm not so sure Morrissey would qualify as one of those guys. It's an interesting effect. no chest hair. He's got to be one of my most favorite voices ever.
Which is interesting, right? Because when you first hear Morrissey, I don't know if you can think back, the first time you ever heard Morrissey.
Oh no.
His voice is different, right?
Oh yeah.
And the first time you hear him, depending on the song, like maybe the first thing you ever heard was Big Mouth Strikes Again or something, it's a little different. But most of the stuff, when you first hear his voice, you're kind of like, it's weird.
You know what?
What's going on?
I'll be honest. I think the first time I ever heard Morrissey was when Labatt Ice did that commercial
How
with
Soon Is
Michael
Now.
Ironside, and they used the Smiths song "How Soon Is Now," and I think that was the very first Smiths song I ever heard. And that song's actually so radically different from almost everything else that they did. But once I started listening to more of them, I got hooked so quick on his voice. It's beautiful, right? So Mike and I went and saw Morrissey live, 2 years ago?
Last year, I think.
Last year?
Yeah.
He came to Toronto and we went and saw him live. And it's got to be how many years since he started?
Well, this song was 30 years ago. The Smiths, you go back almost another 10 before that.
So almost 40 years. That man's voice still, after 40 years of performing, was still exactly like it sounds on the albums, right? Like no degradation over age at all.
Great showman. It was a hell of a show.
Fabulous show,
But his voice, as different as it is, it's like a really good exotic food that's an acquired taste. You know what I mean? That first taste
is
like
acquired. I don't know.
The
acquired part is the lyrics, right? I think you're never gonna worry about his voice because it's so beautiful, but his style and his lyrics. Now that's where my story comes in. So.
Okay.
When our kids were little, I used to have Morrissey in the car all the time, and I was playing Big Mouth Strikes Again. And our kids were still pretty little. They were in the back seat of the car, and my son Julian, who had hosted one of our episodes before with me, he was probably 8 or 10, maybe. And the lyrics came on, and if you're not familiar with the song, it says, "Sweetness, I was only joking when I said you should be bludgeoned in your bed." And right from the back seat, my little 8-year-old goes, "What kind of a song is this?" Oh, and that's when I realized your kids are listening more than you think they are.
So are your parents. My mother got hooked on Girlfriend in a Coma.
Oh, the girlfriend with glaucoma is the way she would sing it. She's the queen of the misheard lyrics.
Yeah.
But I mean, "A Light That Never Goes Out" was one of our wedding songs, actually. You know,
Beautiful.
If a 10-ton truck killed the both of us,
To die by
your side, the pleasure, the privilege is mine.
Oh, mine. Let's fight about it.
That one messed my mother up something crazy, I gotta tell you.
Blame it on the Smiths.
So, yeah, their catalog is gigantic, right? Morrissey in particular. The Smiths did a fair share of stuff too in their brief time. But
Yeah, well, a lot of albums, but quite a few were compilation.
Still.
Collected B-sides and things like that. But yeah,
Still.
lots to get.
Oh,
for sure.
yeah, there's dozens probably between all of them, and all worth it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I haven't. It's very rare to hear a bad one.
If you're new to the Smiths, I'd recommend the first album would be "The Queen Is Dead."
Best one. And for Morrissey, I have to say, your CD, the Live at Earl's Court CD that I got you for Christmas years ago,
Excellent.
has been played almost into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That one's fabulous. So definitely check out more, because Morrissey, I mean, even if you don't love the style, you're always going to hear something in the lyrics that's going to make you laugh, or the double entendre is incredible with this guy.
I'm going to give some free advice courtesy of Morrissey.
Yeah.
If you must write prose and poems, the words you use should be your own. Don't plagiarize or take on loan. Because, why? There's always someone, somewhere, with a big nose who knows will trip you up and laugh when you fall. They'll trip you up and laugh when you fall.
Frankly, Mr. Shankly.
Always good for a laugh.
Yes.
The
Yes.
contrast between dark concepts and dark lyrics on bright up-tempo songs.
Yeah.
Flat out misery.
That's gonna be my favorite thing about
Yeah.
him is he sounds so chipper while he's talking about burying you in the ground.
Well, even in this one, he never wanted to kill. He is not naturally evil.
Nope.
Anyway, acquired
Yeah.
taste probably, but
Oh,
you won't regret acquiring it. That's hard to say.
No,
You won't
yeah.
regret acquiring it.
definitely play it again.
Play it again.
Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. You can find us on Twitter. We are at PlayItAgainMG. And thanks for coming out, guys.